Hi guys, welcome to the How to Crack the Java interview. Today we'll discuss one topic like exception handling with the method overriding. Last video we covered what is overriding, what are the rules are there, who is take care of a method resolution in overriding, who is take care. Actually, JVM will take care the method resolution in overriding. In overriding, method resolution always take care by the JVM based on the runtime, not based on the reference type, not based on the reference type. Then what are the rules are there? First, First is method name must be same. Method name must be same. Second is argument must be same. Argument must be same, and return type must be same. But Java 1.5 onward covariant return type also allowed. Covariant return type means parent class return type, child class return type. Both are parent child relationship. Okay, that is covered. Then next we'll go to a new topic that is related to throws keyword. Exception handling with respect to throws keyword. Just example, I have a parent class P, child class C, parent class of method public void M1 throws exception, child class C extend P and override that same method public void M1 not throwing exception. What will happen? Okay, that is the first rule. We'll go to here. It is the first you need to check. Just example, first one, check here. Okay, parent. P is the parent. P is the parent. I have method public void m1. M1 public void m1 throws exception. Throws exception. But my child class C have same method, not throwing any exception. Then C is a child, you public void m1 is not throwing exception. It will work or not. It will work or not. We'll check sir. We'll check sir. Okay. Go to the my class. I have a test class. Parent class P throws exception. Child class C extend P. Then public void m1, that is method overriding method, not throwing exception. We'll check it will work or not. We'll go to the command prompt cls, clear that. Java c test data java, yeah, it will compile successfully. And it means if parent class method throwing any exception, child class method does not throw exception, there is no restriction. Code will compile successfully. There is no problem at all. Then we'll go to here. It will allow. It will allow. It will allow. It will not throw any compiled error. Will not get any compiled error. Will not get any compile time error. Compile time error. In short form, I can tell that C colon E means compile time error. Okay. Then next scenario, we'll go to the next scenario. Next scenario is just example. Parent class method public void m1 not throwing any exception, but my child class C pub method public void m1 public void m1 throws exception. Then what will happen, sir? We'll go to the it will what will happen? It will give the compile time error. It will give the not allowed. It will give the compile time error. We'll get C colon E means compile time error. That is a short form. Okay. We'll go to our Java class test.java. Just example, my parent class method m1 method does not throwing any exception, but my child class method throwing some exception. What will happen, sir? Then go to the command prompt java c test.java. Yeah. Overridden method does not throw any exception. Overridden method does not throw any exception. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Then we'll go to the third scenario. Third scenario. Third scenario is third scenario is just example my parent class method throwing some exception, some checked exception, and my child class method throwing some child of that exception. Okay, just example, my parent class method public void m1 it throws some exception, and my child class c public void m1 throws child of that exception. Child of the just example IO exception. Okay, what will happen? It is allow or not? We'll check, sir. We'll go to our test.java. My parent class method throwing exception, and child class method throwing some some checked exception. That is child of this parent class exception. Okay, throwing exception, child class method throwing IO exception. What will happen, sir? We'll check. It will give any compile time error, or it will compile successfully. Yes, we can compile successfully. What is the result here? It will allow. It will not get any compile time error. Allow. Allow. Okay. Third scenario. If you go to the third scenario, just example, my parent class throwing IO exception. My parent class method, my parent class public void m1 throws IO exception, and my child class throwing exception. Public void m1 throws exception. Okay, what will happen? What will happen? We'll check. We'll go there. We'll go to our class test.java. My parent class throwing current class method throwing IO exception. My child class method throwing exception. We'll check that. What will happen? This exception. My child class C M1 method throwing exception. Okay, we'll see what will happen. just Java C test.java. Overthrowing compile time error. Overridden method does not throw exception. Means means if my child class method throwing any checked exception, parent class method should throw its same exception or its parent. Same exception, its parent. It will here it is not allowed. You'll get compile time error error. If we'll go next scenario, if my child class is throwing one checked exception, my parent class is throwing same checked exception or its parent or its parents. We'll see. We'll see. Here also IO exception. Okay. Parent throwing IO exception, child also throwing IO exception. What is the output? Output. Okay. It will compile or not. It will happily compile. Not a issue. Then we'll go to the next scenario. One more scenario we'll discuss. If if my parent class throwing void m1 m1 public void m1 throwing not throwing an exception but child class m1 method public void m1 throwing throwing one throwing one unchecked exception like unchecked exception throwing like that arithmetic exception. What will happen, sir? Just example, my child class throwing child class method throwing arithmetic exception. What will happen, sir? Here in second scenario, my parent class does not throw any exception. Child class method throwing exception. We are getting compile time. Here also same scenario, same kind of scenario. My parent class method not throwing any exception, not throwing exception, but my child class method throwing some arithmetic exception, like some unchecked exception. What will happen, sir? We'll go to the class test.java. My parent class not throwing an exception. Delete that, and my child class should throw. Sorry, child class throwing some arithmetic exception. What will be the output? Control S. We'll check that. Go to the command prompt. Java C test.java. It will happily compile. There is no issue. Means that fourth scenario it is allowed. It is allowed. No compile time error. No compile time error. What is C means? Just some people will get confused. C means C means compile time error. Compile time error. P means parent. Parent class. C means child class. Okay. 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 We understand. We discuss four scenario here regarding throws keyword. That is sufficient for the interview. Okay. We'll discuss next topic like constructor. What is constructor? Why we need constructor? What is the use of constructor? We'll discuss in next video.